a very warm welcome from OPIT. My name is Greta. I'm just today here to introduce you to our guest speakers and to start this webinar, which is about unlocking your future career. So this webinar is about OPIT, of course, our programs, but also the careers that you can do in technology with some hints and tips from our colleagues that they're going to talk today. So the two speakers, I'm going to welcome them here at Rosario, Director of and Head of Student Services.
Hello,
and
welcome everybody.
Hello, and Mike McCullough, Head of Career Services.
Hey, everyone.
So together they will give you a brief overview about OPIT programs, and then we're just going to focus more on the career service part and some tips. So what I ask you all to do, if you're interested then to have questions, to use the chat that you can find at the bottom of Zoom. So chat or Q&A tab to ask any questions at the end of the presentation. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Greta, for this introduction. I'm Rosario again, and I will start by telling you a little bit about our mission as an higher education institution. We want to unlock progress and deployment on a global scale, providing very high-level tertiary education at an affordable level in the field of in the broader field of technology. How are we going to do this? There are several things that set us apart from the many other higher education institutions that are present in the world. For us, it's very important that our education is certified and accredited. That's why we are accredited at the European level and specifically through the Maltese authorities. Our institution is located in Malta. This means that your credentials, your degrees will be recognized throughout Europe and internationally. We focus on fully flexible and fully online education. So you can attend and learn from the coziness of your own house and own room. As already mentioned, we are focused on the broader field of technology in several different aspects. We designed and developed our programs to be aligned to what the job market is asking, and Mike will delve deeper into this later on. We are very happy and proud to be able to offer our students continuous support through tutors and class coordinators 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is very important, you know, being you and yourself in your own house, in a way, being followed and being able to find someone that helps you is very important. And last but not least, we want to have, and we already have, an international student body. And in order to do this, we try to keep our fees as affordable as possible. We are very proud as well of how we've selected our faculty. Our rector is Professor Francesco Profumo, former Italian Minister of Education, academician since, very long time. Our faculty has experience both in academia and in industry. That's why we selected this way. It's because we want to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical approach and practical problem solving. I invite you to go to the website opit.com/faculty in order to dig deeper and see our amazing professors. Okay, a brief overview on what is our academic offer, what programs we offer to prospect students for 2024. We have both bachelor's degree and master's degree. Those are, of course, defined and developed according to the European standard of 180 ECTS for the bachelor's, usually 3 years of study, and 90 to 120 ECTS for the master's, 1.5 to 2 years as a regular duration. So bachelor's degree are the first level of tertiary education. So after high school, basically, when you decide to go further with your studies. As I said, they usually last 3 years. They span through 6 terms. We have both bachelor in modern computer science and digital business. What is very important for today's webinar is what kind of career you will be able to access after these degrees. You can see a wide variety of potential job titles listed. Of course, software developer, web developer, data scientist, stuff like this for computer science. While for digital business, it's more consulting on how to help companies, make the best and the most of the technology landscape in terms of business opportunities, business analysts and stuff like this. Of course, after the bachelor, you can decide either to look for a job or to continue your education, usually with a master's degree. The field of technology is very broad. Our expertise is growing, and we offer programs in data science, cybersecurity from the enterprise perspective, so on the managerial level, as well as on the technical side, applied digital business, and responsible AI, so a program in AI that is very much focused on the ethical side at the same time as, being a very specialist, very much a specialist of the field in terms of tech and hands-on. In order to go deeper into these programs, again, I invite you to go on our website, opit.com, in order to check syllabi and all the other details of the programs. Career-wise, with a master's degree, of course, you're a specialist in your field. You will be able to access, much more interesting job openings throughout the span of these very wide topics. So what's our educational model, right? There are a lot of higher education institutions that teach online degrees. How we are different? We decided to go for a model that is both asynchronous and synchronous in terms of content. So you're going to be able to access asynchronous content, so basically recorded content on our learning management system, and study and follow the readings at your own pace. But every class, every course will have a once a week live class with the professors, of course, and your classmates. Live class attendance is not mandatory. You will be able to access the recording of these live classes the day after they happen. In this way, we want to keep, at bay one of the potential issues that remote education brings with itself, which is a kind of a risk of isolation, let's say, and not being able to exploit or to leverage the help of the community that is made by your classmates. Our curricula are competence-based. Again, we mix theoretical knowledge, so university level knowledge in a way, with hands-on tasks and assessment assignments in order for you to be able to immediately use the knowledge that you gather through our classes. Another thing that is very important for us is that we wanted to avoid the classical university model where you attend your final exam at the end of the term for each course and bloat all the brunt of the study at the end. The model is that of a progressive assessment. So throughout the term, you will be assessed every 2 or 3 weeks with 2 to 4 assessments throughout the term. And, being able to to gain your courses without a final exam. Our curricula are aligned with professional certifications. What this means is that the content that we provide you give you the chance to attend then certifications, exams being already prepared or mostly prepared. Of course, certifications are not offered, not included in our education. It's something on the side. Very important, I already mentioned this. We want to be sure that every kind of student, students that are working full or part-time, students that have family commitment, or full-time student, any kind of student that is interested in our courses, in our programs, to be supported as much as possible. That's why our tutors answer you every day of the week throughout the entire year. At the same time, we accompany you with a class coordinator that is in charge of the class, of the class well-being in a way. And we follow you with the help of Mike throughout your first steps into the career world. Last but not least, again, we know that time is very precious for everybody. And that's why we defined a way for you to speed up your graduation time. And we offer for every one of our programs 2 different tracks. The regular one that is basically made of the classical 2 terms in an academic year. This will entail that it will take 3 years to get a bachelor degree and 18 months for a 90 ECTS master. But you can speed up this process by picking up the fast track option, which will have 3 terms in 1 year. Hence, you will be able to get your bachelor degree in 2 years and your master's degree in 12 months instead of 18 of the regular track. Now, after this thorough introduction, I leave the floor to Mike that will explain you what's after your study, basically.
Okay, thanks very much, Rosario. Again, my name is Mike McCullough. I'm the head of career services at OPIT. I've been working in the career space for well over a decade now, and a lot of experience in working with people who are both new to the field of tech and people who are maybe looking to upgrade their skills and move on to a more interesting or more challenging job within the field. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is kind of where are tech jobs? When people think about what a tech job is, they often think of the big tech companies, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, etc. But really nowadays, every job is, or every company is a tech job, right? So each and every company, in order to compete and succeed in the market, needs to employ the kinds of people that, that would be graduates of OPIT. So people who are in the computer sciences, who are web developers or systems engineers or business analysts, who are data scientists, who are AI specialists, right? Because in order to succeed, people need to create their digital products and services. They need to have a web page. They need to have apps. They need to have ways of interacting with their customer base. Through communications, through digital marketing. All of these things are part of what a degree from OPIT will help teach you. In order to research markets, to expand, their networks, you need to have the data science to predict where things are going to be. You need to have the artificial intelligence to help you with creating content, with your digital, with your decision-making support. All of these things are, a fundamental part of what makes a company successful. And so no company can succeed without having people who are in the tech field. And so the tech jobs that we're going to see over the coming decades are largely part of that. And if we move on to the next slide. Yeah, there we go. You can see that over the coming decade, there's going to be an explosion of jobs within this field. So if we look at the World Economic Forum data, between now and 2027, we're going to have, a 35% increase in jobs like data analysts and data scientists, in business intelligence analysts, in data engineering and artificial intelligence. We look at the US stats, again, on average, there'll be a 20% increase. So areas like software development, like information security and cybersecurity, computer systems and IT systems analysts, all of these jobs are going to be increasing over the next few years. We look then at Europe, we can see that again, there'll be between 15 and 25% growth in the technology and telecommunications and media fields, which includes, again, all the kinds of jobs that Rosario mentioned for degrees from OPIT, like digital marketing analysts, like business systems analysts, like IT, computer science, web development, data science. All of these jobs are in that basket that is being measured. So, one of the things that will help people succeed in their job search, and I'm going to talk over the next few slides about what this means, is knowing what it is that you offer coming out of a degree. So it is not just what you learned in your program, that's also what you bring from maybe your previous career, from your previous education. What kinds of jobs excite you? What do you think you would excel at? What types of jobs are you looking for? Right? Nowadays, jobs are, they're remote, or they're in person, or they're hybrid. They can be done, outsourced or insourced with a company. So what is the type of work that you want to be doing? And then you need to know the marketplace. You need to know, which companies stand out to you as being an organization that you would like to be part of, that are aligned with your needs and values. And then what are they looking for? So how do your skills match up with their needs? And then how do you tell the story about how those two things overlap? And within the career services that we offer at OPIT, that's the crux of what we do. So if we move on, I'll talk a little bit more about what we offer. So basically, there are 4 pillars of support that we offer through career services at OPIT. The first is the individualized career coaching and support. So working one-on-one with a career coach to understand what your needs are, where you're at, where you would like to be, and support in, developing, again, that story, that presentation, or what we call the unique value proposition, that's going to allow you to land the job that you want with the employers that you want. We offer, again, a resource hub of information, of articles, of resources to help you do some of that, again, on your own or at your own pace. We have master classes with industry experts, so people who have been working in the field, to talk about what their experience or what their tips are for people. And then we work to find internship opportunities and job opportunities for students to either help boost their profile and their skill set, or to help them get that leg up into a job at a company that they would like to be working for. So for career coaching, that's really, from the very beginning, understanding what your career goals are, right? Understanding, where you see yourself as being, what you would like to be doing, and developing your job search goals. So what are the kinds of things that you need to be doing in order to be able to be successful? And then, again, creating your value proposition and your personal brand. So, sitting down with a career coach and talking about, what are the things that you see as standing out for yourself in terms of what you can bring to the table, and how do you best communicate that to employers? So, with then turning those into the actual documents of your job search. So your resume, for example. Your resume writing seems to be a really simple thing, but part of what I do as a career coach is to look at how are you telling that story on your resume, right? A resume basically is a marketing document. It's something that allows you to demonstrate to an employer that you look like the kind of candidate that they would like to talk to in an interview, to see if you're the kind of candidate that they would like to hire. Right? So it has to tell that story of how your skills align with their needs. And if it doesn't do that, then it maybe needs a little bit of work. And so part of working with a career coach is making sure that the story that you're telling is aligning again with those employer needs. Looking again at your social media profiles like LinkedIn, right? How do you present value to potential employers in LinkedIn? How do you present value to employers in your portfolio, so that when you go to an interview or when you meet somebody through your networking, that you have something that you can show them that shows the skills that you bring to the table, right? This is all part of what the career coaching and supports are that we offer. And then again, like I said, doing an effective networking, you're building an effective network for your job search. And then, when it comes down to that interview, how do you prepare for an interview? How do you understand what a company might be interested in hearing from you in that interview? And so then how do you tell your story in a way that makes sense for their needs, right? This is what career coaching is all about. This is, the fundamental part of how we help people get jobs through career services. Move on, again, the resource hub that we have has a lot of this information available for you, again, in an asynchronous way, right? So it's, there for you to take advantage of, to start working on some of these things, and then to use that to then be better prepared for working with me or with career services around how do you fine tune that approach for the right places. Also things like, lists of job boards and networking groups in different parts of the world, so that you can start looking for, where are the right jobs for me? Where are the organizations of people who are already doing this work that maybe I can get in touch with and get some direct advice or feedback from them on how to make my career in this field. And like I said, part of that is also us bringing, industry experts in to talk about their career journeys, right? So question and answer sessions with practitioners in the field, with hiring managers, with the HR professionals within the kinds of companies that our students want to work for, to talk about things like their career journey. How did they get to where they're at? What was that like for them? What are the things that they recommend to people starting off in the field to get a leg up, right? What do they look for when they're hiring in their potential colleagues? So what are the real things that will help you stand out from the competition when you're looking for that first job in the field? And then again, how to break into the field, right? Like I said, what are the things that make you a great candidate from the perspective of the people who are going to be making the decision on whether or not you're the person that they want. And then to help people out, right? Of course, we want to make sure that people have those opportunities to build their skills, to work in a company that is doing the work that they want to do. So we work on finding internship opportunities. We partner not only with employers, but also with social benefit organizations like Democracy Lab or TechFleet, both of which work on projects in the social good field that need the kinds of tech support that our students are able to provide. So data science, artificial intelligence, web development, design, all of these things are projects that you can work on to help build your portfolio, as well as then we provide opportunities to work with employers, either in internships or job opportunities when they would like to hire somebody directly, as well as internship placements that you can do as part of your capstone project. So your dissertation for your degree, right, is based around, completing original work in the field to demonstrate your competencies in these areas. And so working with an employer to work on a live problem that they have is a great way to help you do that. Back over to Razak.
Thanks a lot, Mike, for this thorough overview of where are job in tech, how to try to reach them, and on OPIT career services span of activities. All right, now a few words on entry requirements and our fees if you are interested in applying for one of our programs. All right, yeah, here we go. So entry requirements for a bachelor degree, what you need is a high school certificate. For a master's degree, what you need is an undergraduate degree from a university or a college. Our programs, this has never been said today, it's worth being said, are all taught in English. Hence, a certificate of proficiency is needed in order to be eligible. And there's a chance, if you have had previous university experiences, so a transcript with some courses passed in another university, or if you have a long-standing work experience, we can evaluate those credentials and see whether you can skip some courses and accelerate your path towards a degree. How to apply? It's very easy. On our website, there's the application form. You fill in the information, attach the documents required, and then you will be called back, or someone will write you from the admission office in order to double check your documents and set an interview if needed. After this, you're going to receive the answer, either you're admitted or not. If you're admitted, you can start your journey with us once you sign the contract and pay the deposit and the first fee. About payment, the tuition fees at OPIT are, the regular tuition are 2,250 euros per term. Of course, bachelor spans through 6 terms, and a master regularly spans through 3 terms. You have the chance to decide whether you want to pay per term, or if you want to pay fully in advance, you're going to get access to a 10% discount, as you can see, for both bachelor and master. And if you want to take advantage of the early bird offer, you need to apply by March 15th, and you will get a special discount even if you are going to pay term by term, just because you applied early. There are scholarships available up to 40%. They are assigned on both merit and need base. If you want to apply for a scholarship, you will have to fill in a second form with additional information, and then we will come back to you with an answer. So if you're interested, dive deeper into our programs and apply now. Now to Greta.
Okay, thank you so much. And we're going to come to your Q&A, but like in general, if you want to talk to us and meet with us, there are different ways. You can talk to our current students. You can just have a meeting with us. You can write to us in different ways and different channels. So you can just send us a message, or like on WhatsApp or an email. We also have some webinars coming up. So the next week, Wednesday, we have a webinar with Professor Tom Bazar. It's about cybersecurity, very interesting, about generative AI and cybersecurity, so the emerging threats and defenses. So if you're interested in that, we will be happy to host you there. And similarly, in March, we're going to have another type of event, more about digital business, with Professor Derki about mastering the metaverse. So these are the next webinars coming up. We have one every couple of weeks almost. And if you want to contact or chat with us, you can send us a WhatsApp message, write us an email, or call, and we'll be happy to have a one-to-one session with each one of you to understand, as Mike was saying, what is your specific path, what is the best career for you, and so the best program that can suit your needs.